What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 9 battle for the UBL. It is the final week of the regular season. We are sitting currently in 7th place, top 8 make playoffs. If we win today by a point of differential that is greater than whoever is below us, I think it might be Ruth, maybe? I think so. If we win by at least 1 point more than he does, then we will make playoffs. And after starting the season off like 1-3, I will definitely take that. We're on a massive win streak right now, coinciding with our addition of the new mods on the team, the additions of Polyrath, Ninjask, and Rotom Frost. And I'm hoping that we can continue that streak and get the W today. It's a very important game. My opponent's record, the Townsville Tyranitar, coached by Razorclaw, doesn't have the best record, but we do have to make sure we get the win here. And that's pretty important so that we can guarantee our spot into playoffs as well, as close to a guarantee as possible. And that is the plan for today. So I went through quite a few iterations of the team. I want to shout out my front office as always. Shout out specifically to Granky, Meta, and Tone. Granky and Meta were able to provide mocks for us, and multiple mocks, each of them actually, and it was really helpful to help get the team down to a point where I knew how I want to play this week, and I'm pretty happy with the outcome. We're going to see if we can make it work in this matchup. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Take a look at my opponent's team. He's got the Galarian Articuno. I believe that's the first one we're facing off against this season. It is. So we faced off against regular Articuno. Now it's against Galarian Articuno. We also have to deal with the Flapple, which didn't come in our game against, I think it was... Who was it? It was Dr. Slacking. He didn't bring the Flapple, but it could come today. There's a Libero Reboot. There's a Midnight Lycanroc, which is, thank God, because it's slower than all the other ones, and it doesn't get access to a Cell Rock, which is amazing, because if it did, Ninjask would be in for a hard time. Morpeko is his Dark type. It's also his Electric type. Sandslash is there as his only Electric immunity, but it's also a pretty decent way for him to get up rocks. It's one of these 2 rockers, or 3 rockers rather. I forgot that Wigglytuff gets access to rocks, but it also gets access to Knockoff, Earthquake, just a decent mon all around that's pretty strong and pretty bulky. One of his best checks, in my opinion, to the Ninjask, especially if it's Rocky Helmet. There is a Wigglytuff there as well, which is just a general catch-all for a lot of different things, can keep a lot healthy, and can teleport out as well. So if it ends up being us against this Wigglytuff, then we have to be careful if we're going to go for a U-turn or not against it, because we want to make sure that 1, we're not getting the negative momentum, because he's going to go for teleport, and 2, we want to weaken this thing as much as possible. There's a Glaceon, which, if it comes, fine. I have quite a few answers to opposing ice types. Yes, it does get access to Freeze Dry, but I feel like I have a pretty decent way to beat it 1v1. Basically, everything on my team outspeeds it or just hits it for super effective damage, so I feel really good about my match against the Glaceon. There's an Octillery, which Octillery is Octillery, it is what it is, and there's a Throw, which is actually pretty scary because it gets access to Guts, and it gets access to Storm Throw as well. Or I think it's Storm Throw. Storm Throw is the one, no, it might be Circle Throw, which I think it's Storm Throw actually. Storm Throw is the one that always crits. Circle Throw is the one that just sends him out, which is what he can be going for. But basically, it means that it can always beat Mudsdale 1v1 because Mudsdale is going to be boosting its defenses, and it can just Storm Throw and bypass the defenses. So, yeah. Anyways, let's just jump into it. Looking at what we're bringing for this week's battle. Starting off with our win condition this week, it is going to be our Ninjask. Airborne is here. U-turn, Dual Wing Beat, Swords Dance, and Protect. No need to run any speed. What's the point? Why even bother? Because we outspeed everything that my opponent could possibly bring, unless it is Choice Scarfed. And if it is, I'll just Protect. And if I do, then I get the +1. At that point, I'm able to outspeed everything. U-turn, Dual Wing Beat is all I need because my opponent resists to flying. Are 1, Lycanroc. 2, Morpeko. That's it. Against Lycanroc, I U-turn out. Against Morpeko, I U-turn out. Against everything else, I can attack. I can chip them down. The whole goal of this game is to chip everything down into the point where Ninjask can win, either with U-turn or Dual Wing Beat. I don't care, one of them, we're gonna get it done. In my mocks, I never got the chance to click Swords Dance, but if I can do it in the game, I'll go for it. Don't think I will, but at the end of the day, if I can, it'll probably make the game a lot easier to win. Next up, though, is going to be Tone Time, our Berserker here. U-turn, Iron Head, Play Rough, and Crunch with Tough Claws. Everything is boosted by Tough Claws, which is awesome. Just makes it a little unfortunate if my opponent is running Rocky Helmet. The investment on my Berserker here, basically the important thing is that it's our special check to Articuno. But the good thing is it also gives me enough speed to have speed for creepers, and we have max HP for, well, I didn't write the correct name down. I wrote max HP for Flapple Crunch, but basically it's max HP so we can take Flapple attacks, as well as the special Articuno attacks on top of that. That's really the big thing. We want to take as many hits as possible, stay healthy, and then just keep the pivot game going. If it ends up being me against Articuno, I always do turn out no matter what. If he decides to go for an attack on me, fine. If he goes for Hurricane, no problem. Freezing Glare, no problem. I U-turn out, and I go into a threat to handle the Articuno. My whole goal against the Articuno is just to chip it down so it's in range of dual wing beat from my Ninjask. That's it. That's really all I have to do against it. So I feel pretty good that that's one of my options with the Berserker here. Our next mon is going to be Budweiser, the Mudsdale. Pretty important mon this week. It is an electric immunity, which is nice, but it also helps me out a lot against the Reboot, against the Lycanroc, against the Sandslash, the Morpeko, and the Throw. I know I kind of said Throw is a little bit of an exception, but it's only if it's running the Storm Throw there. So yeah, it's just a good set all around. Rocks are very nice. It's my only rocker on the team. Rocks are good to, one, identify if the Articuno is going to be boots. Same thing with the Libero Reboot. It also chips down basically everything on his team. He has, I think it's 2 resists to Rock, Sandslash, and Throw. And if I can weaken everything, that just makes my Ninjask win con that much easier. So we got to make sure we can do that. Earthquake is very good against everything on the team. But basically, the only things we don't want to hit with Earthquake are going to be like some things that get super effectively hit by Heavy Slam or that are immune to Earthquake or resisted. So I'm looking at Articuno, which again, it's 120 base power, so I'll take it. Stronger than Rock Slide. Or well, not as strong as Rock Slide, but I think it's more reliable than Rock Slide in my opinion because there's a chance he can just, you turn out and I can just hit this thing for a lot better damage than everything else, notably the Wigglytuff, the Glaceon, also the Flapple as well, so I want to hit them for better damage, and that's what Heavy Slam does there as well. We have a ton of defense investment. Reason being is we need to make sure we can take multiple hits from multiple things, but the big one is we also want to make sure that we can take a Life Orb Flapple's Hustle Grab Apple from full. It also lets me take hits from the Lycanroc, the Sandslash, the Reboot, and the Throw. Very important here, Toxic, in case he tries to set up on me with the Articuno. That's really it. Our next mon is going to be Omarion, the Rotom Frost here. Rotom's pretty important here. I'm not a big fan of the item I'm running, but I kind of felt it would be useful to have. And in the mocks, because I couldn't get rid of rocks, it ended up being a bit of a downside that I wasn't boost. I'm running Aqua Berry here, and the reason being is because of Libero Reboot's Flare Blitz or Flame Charge. I know it gets access to High Jump Kick, and I know it's Stab because of Libero, and I know it changes type, but I still feel that having Aqua Berry is my best option here because I want to make sure that I can take the hit from the Flare Blitz, because in case he doesn't want to miss and he says, okay, you know what, I'm going to guarantee KO this thing with Flare Blitz, I'll just go for it. Now I have the Aqua Berry to get myself protected from that. I can then Volt Switch around, Blizzard around, do whatever I need to do, just do damage to the Rotom, and then chip down everything else. The good news is this thing outspeeds the majority of his team. The only mons that actually outspeed this Pokemon are going to be the Articuno and the Morpeko. And the Reboot, of course, but that's it. Nothing else does, which is amazing. Our special attack just lets us nuke things. If I can connect my Blizzards, I'm in a fantastic position, especially against the Sandslash and the Flapple. If Sandslash is gone, then I don't really need to click Blizzard unless I'm specifically against the Flapple. And yeah, I just keep Volt Switching out as much as possible. That's basically the game plan here with the Rotom. Our next mon is going to be the Pokemon that went under the most amount of changes. Not necessarily to its moveset, but mostly to its stats and its EV. So we have Eviolite, Roselia here, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Toxic Spikes, and Synthesis. No Grounded Poison. T-Spikes are fantastic here. It really helps me chip down the Sandslash, the Lycanroc, the Wigglytuff, the Throw, the Glaceon, all these Pokemon that I really don't want to deal with for Ninjask, or I want to chip down for Ninjask, I have here with my Roselia, which is amazing to chip them down. Originally, this was going to be my lead, and it probably will be. I had a ton more investment into offense. You guys see I'm basically max HP, max defense with a modest nature. If I went more offensive, if I went, I think it was like 76 modest, then Energy Ball would have guaranteed KO'd a max HP Sandslash. If I went with like 204 modest, then Giga Drain would have done the same thing to a max HP Sandslash. And that was what I was expecting to be the lead for Rocks. But then Granky brought a Sash lead, Endeavor, Rocks, Stone Edge, and Substitute Lycanroc, and it caused a lot of problems for my team, so I felt like leading off with this, and if I see the lead of the Lycanroc, I probably just click Toxic Spikes against it. I just can't expect if he leads off with that, I think he's going to switch out unless he's Sash, and if he's Sash, he's going to go for Rocks in my opinion, because he wants to then be chipped down. Yeah, it's just the best way to go about it. I don't think he's going to stay in against me because I take any one hit from the Lycanroc, unless it's banded, of course. And if that's the case, I still have access to my Mudsdale. So again, we just want to be careful with how we play it, and I'm feeling good that might be an opportunity for us to just win the game because getting up T-Spikes are super important. Giga Drain is there for a bit of recovery against things like the Octillery, the Sandslash, the Lycanroc, even I guess the Morpeko for example, because if I want to make sure I can take 2 hits from Morpeko, I'm going to need Giga Drain recovery back from that as well. In terms of the actual investment that we have, we take the Scarf, Jolly, Hustle Boosted Outrage from the Flapple, which is amazing. We also take a Jolly Reboot's Flare Blitz from full, which is actually insane. That's just crazy to think about with our investment, which is amazing. On top of that, we take Adamant, Life Orb, Lycanroc, Stone Edge, or Jolly, Life Orb, Psychic Fangs. I believe we actually should take Adamant, Life Orb, Psychic Fangs now, and that's really it. Originally, again, I had a lot more speed for the Sandslash, but instead we're just going little bit of speed, tons of defense, and hoping that it's going to be able to carry us to the win. Our next mon, though, is going to be courtesy of Tone, a bit of an adjustment for the Kangaskhan here. We had originally I think it was it was Curse, Rest, Earthquake, and no, it was Curse, Rest, Sucker Punch, and Body Slam with the ability Early Bird. Unfortunately, that is not a viable strategy. You can't actually run that set legally, so instead we're running this set here. Power Punch, Body Slam, Wish, Protect, and we have a really awesome EV spread here. Basically, the investment here is what Tone said it was going to do. He had a different set which had a lot more investment into defense and into special defense, but had less HP, which meant that my leftovers number, instead of being 13 points of health back, I'd be getting 12 points of health back. So I adjusted to make it for this, and it actually does everything that I wanted to do, everything that he suggested to do, and I just get a bit more HP, which is awesome on my wishes as well. So what do? Well, number one, with our HP and defense, we take a Libero Reboot's high jump kick from full. Our HP and special defense allow us to live a modest Specs Glaceon's Ice Beam after rocks. We have speed for Adam and Flapple, and the rest was put into my attack. Our HP is the leftovers number, and a +1, we 2-KO a non-bulky Articuno with Body Slam. If the Articuno is Calm Mind, then that's kind of spooky because I can't really get the +2. If I get the +2, it'll basically KO me from full. It's a very close range to getting the KO from me on full, but if it's that +3, it'll guarantee. If it's that +1, it will not get the KO from me, or on me, from full. So yeah, that's going to be our Kangaskhan here. Very important mon to the team, keeps everything healthy, and just is a general win condition as well for us. So guys, that is going to be our team for this week's battle. We need to get a win. It is very, very important. We're going to say sandwich as our secret word of the day, so make sure to comment sandwich down below, and I will be catching you guys in the battle. Of course, leave a like, comment, subscribe to all that good stuff, and let's do it, guys. It is an important game. It is time to battle. All right, everyone, welcome back. Sadly, we are not playing on LAN. Again, there was an issue with LAN. We don't know what it was. He had just played a game on LAN, and it was fine, but now it's not. So hey, it is what it is. So looking at this, I really want to lead off with Shrubs here, but I don't think it's actually the right play in this game because I think Reboot or even Flapple, or not Flapple, what am I saying? Reboot or Sandslash or Lycanroc are the best leads. So I do want to lead off with Budweiser here. He's got one hazard removal option, and yeah, that's really it. If I see a lead of the, let's say, Glaceon, I go hard into Tone Time or I go hard into Kang. But we got a speed game. We got to play a fast game today. I do not want to lose the timer, especially in a game that's this important. So we are going to make sure we get this done. We have our, I think it's a 20-minute clock. So fingers crossed, let's do it. Of course, guys, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to all that great stuff, and we will make sure to do our best for this game. So fingers crossed that we can do it, okay? Leads off with the Lycanroc. I'm taking that. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. So I expect to see a Rocks here. So I'm just going to go for the Stealth Rock. And then I'm going to Toxic, actually, because in case he is, yeah. So I'm pretty sure he's like a Sash Endeavor set, and if that's the case, we want to Toxic first. To chip it down, break the Sash, and then hit the Earthquake button. Maybe even we click the Lycanroc. We're going to go for our Toxic here. The Lycanroc, Midday. Close Combat's me. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Well, the good news is that Heavy Slam will get the job done, so in case he does switch out, Heavy Slam is still my best play. Because now we'll always KO regardless. Heavy Slam is my best play here. And really the only thing I need this around for is the Reboot and the Sandslash at this point. Because this thing is going to get chipped down pretty well. So let's go fire off our Heavy Slam. We're at +1 defense. He's at -1 defense and special defense. Let's see, what's our man going to do here? You know, I really wish this entire game, entire prep, I was having a hard time figuring out what I want to do with Rotom. Okay, in comes Articuno. I'm not mad at that. Are we going to see a Rocks? We don't see Rocks, so it's Boots. Well, Heavy Slam comes out, it'll do a good chunk of damage to it. That is some good damage there. That is some good damage there, and I'm going to go hard into Tone Time here. Okay, into Tone Time we go. If he U-turns, so be it. I just don't want to take the damage. He can go for a Calm Mind if he wants, but I don't think he will. Yeah. Freezing Glare, maybe? Hurricanes. And he connects. So, 165 down to 111. No confusion. Damn it. U-turn here. And we pray to God that we break through. It's important that we break through. It's really important we break through. It's really important we break through. 75% chance. Lands Confusion, lands the Hurricane rather, and confuses. Does he hit me though, Confusion? Is it going to be one of those games? And comes Lycanroc. Please, 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 please connect. Please connect. We need this right now. Thank you. Oh, we needed that. That is big. And some big damage there too. Awesome. So I can go Rotom here, but I don't think it's the right decision. I mean, is it? Because I can just go for a Thunderbolt. I mean, I can go for a Volt Switch, actually, because in case it goes Glaceon as a switch in. I don't need, like, the healthiness is nice, it's just not super important. And I'm okay taking a bit of Rock's Chip on this. It's not the end of the world, because it's not going to be taking hit from Reboot anymore anyways. And if he goes Sandslash, that's fine, I can just Blizzard it. So I'm going to go for the Volt Switch here. And I'm hoping he goes into Glaceon, because I think Glaceon's going to be his check to this thing. It's really the only option that he has. He's just going to stay in and sack it off. So is it going to drop here? It is going to drop. Amazing. So what do I want to go into here? What do I want to go into here? I can go into Kang. I think Kang is actually pretty free. I can go into Budweiser. I think Budweiser might actually be the play. We get forced out by Flapple. Is that what we want to do? I don't get forced out by Flapple. That's the problem. Problem with Kang is it can let in the Flapple. That is a bit of a problem here. But no, I think Flapple is if it comes in, it comes in. I don't think he may worry about Double Edge. He may worry about Ice Punch potentially. So that's a thing. That is a thing. He also doesn't know if I'm Scarf Rotom or not now, which is something as well that we have to consider. He does not know if we are Scarf Rotom or not because we took Rocks damage. And if he does think we're Scarfed, then I can just freak him out, catch him with the Blizzard. I really need to get a switch into the Sandslash here. In comes the Flapple. And we're going to just fire off the Body Slam in case he tries to Dragon Dance on me. If he outspeeds me, we know he's Jolly or he's Scarfed. He outspeeds me. And he connects the Hustle Boost Outrage. Oh my god, is that a crit? Not a crit. Okay, let's take a look at this. That's not good. Kangaskhan against Flapple. Level 50. Okay, Adamant. It's never going to KO me after Rocks there, so he had to have been like Jolly Band or something. I think I go into Omarion here and I click Blizzard, right? Or do I go into Ninjask and dual Wing Beat it? And it's not a guaranteed KO, that's the problem here. Neither is U-Turn, but it's close. I think I do that. I think I go into Airborne here. He could not have KO'd me with an Adamant Hustle Boosted Outrage. He could not have done it. So what I'm going to do here, because again, he can't be Scarfed because he can't KO me from that range. So I'm going to click U-Turn. And we outspeed him. Do we get the KO though? We do. Awesome. So that's one KO for Ninja. So let me get rid of a couple of my mons here. For the Kang. What do we go into though? That's the question now. Now that Flapple's gone, that's a good big threat out of the way. I don't want to go into Shrubs. Don't want to go into Omarion. I think Budweiser is actually the play. We're going to go Budweiser here. So Flapple is also gone here. Okay. He's either going to go Glaceon. Yeah, there's the Glaceon. And it's not Boots. It could be Specs. I could try to get the KO on me outright. Which is a thing. And right now my options to deal with this are kind of limited. I feel like getting the chip with... No, I think Roselia is really important to keep around. Not necessarily for the chip. I think I'm just going to go for the Heavy Slam on this. Let me take a look quickly. How much time do I got left? 30 seconds on the move time. Go Mudsdale against, this is Glaceon, in case it's not Specs. Let's see, level 50. Freeze Dry will not KO me. If it's modest, it does almost 180. So we're going to go for the Heavy Slam here and hope we get the job done. Hopefully it doesn't KO us. Sunny Day. What the? What? Is that for Weather Ball? We should do a ton of damage. If it's max HP, we do 59 to 70. And we just get the KO outright. Oh, Mudsdale. Thank you, Mudsdale. But Raboot's going to come in, and Raboot can click Flare Blitz against me. That is something spooky. Does Articuno get Weather Ball? It does not get Weather Ball. When it comes to Raboot, let's take a look. Raboot. Libero did take boot. It took rocks, so it's not boots. So let's say it's like Life Orb or something. Or Choice Band. Level 50. In the sun, it does almost 153 to me with Flare Blitz. We're going to fire off our Earthquake here. Overheat. He's special! It's not going to do it. It's not going to kill me. Yeah, we're fine. Is it a Jetpack? Is it a Jetpack? It's a Jetpack. It's good knowledge to have. Damn it. In comes the Articuno. I really want to keep this around. I just can't. I don't think I can afford it. We're at 89. Let's go for the Heavy Slam. Don't let it set up on me. I still have Rotom for Sandslash. I still have Roselia for Sandslash. Maybe he goes for a U-turn, expecting a switch into Raboot. He Hurricanes me. It's in the sun. He landed a 50% accurate Hurricane. Bro. Who hits? Who hits? In comes Tone Time. Who hits? Alright. Let's click the U-turn button. This thing doesn't get Weather Ball, I checked. Once we chip this thing into range, we're good. And once the Articuno goes down, Tone Time is expendable. We just still gotta keep Ninjask around though, that's the problem. We have 50% left on the Raboot after this. The next time he switches in on rocks, unless of course he has the Rapid Spin. He Hurricanes me. And he misses this one. Yeah, expected. Big old damage. That's good. We can go into Ninjask. And we'll click U-turn again. It's very free. I just don't want to take chip from Sandslash right now. That's the thing I don't want to deal with. So yeah, that's a pretty big thing. And we're going to fire off another U-turn. Very free. Yep, so there's the KO. Tone Time is now expendable, as we call it. Where is Articuno? It is gone. Okay. And we go hard into Tone Time here. I just cannot allow him to basically do whatever he wants against Roselia. That's the thing. Like, I feel like he's special on the Raboot. But he comes Sandslash. So go ahead and try and get your KO here. You'll take your Rocks chip. The question, though, is are you going to try and spin away? And if you are, I'm going to catch you with that. I'm going for a U-turn. Are you going to try and spin? The only way you underspeed me is if you are running min speed and like a negative nature. He's going to agility. What? That's fine. That's fine. I have Roselia. Roselia is like almost max defense. Oh, that's big damage there. Okay, let's take a look quickly. Sandslash. 50 max attack, adamant nature against Roselia. Earthquake. It's okay. Even if he's banded, it's not doing enough to me. Awesome. We go into shrubs here. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me for a second. Not gonna lie. But we're gonna go ahead and click our Giga Drain. Earthquakes me. Eat it up, shrubs. Defensive Roselia coming in clutch. Giga Drain, get it back. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so down goes the Sandlash. And all we have to do now, we can win with our Ninjask here. He's at 50%. I go for a Sludge Bomb here. If he overheats, he overheats. We can see a Flare Blitz come out, so it'll get the KO on me, which is fine. It's okay. The differential would be nice to have, but it's not needed. Okay, because now he's definitely in range. Let's go again. So let's go Reboot. Level 50 against our boy Ninjask. We do 27 to 28 with the U-turn. We go into the Ninjask. And I'm not risking this with a dual wing beat. It's not happening. So I'm going to click the U-turn. And if he lives, he lives. Fine. I just switch out, sack off something, and go into it after. There we go. We managed to get the W there in time as well. We will take it. Oh, wow. We needed that. So we managed to finish this season. I believe our final record ends up being 6 wins, 3 losses with a +7 differential. That's not bad, especially considering how we started off this season. Lots of 1-0 wins, 1-0 losses, lots of just ridiculous bad plays, and now we ended up getting a ton of momentum going towards a potential playoff push. We are so close to making sure we're guaranteed to clinch playoffs. By the time this goes up, you guys will know if we have clinched playoffs or not. I'll try to maybe make a little announcement at the end of the video in post-editing if we did make playoffs or not, so make sure to stick around for that. We needed that. We needed that. As always, thank you to our front office. We definitely needed help this week. Shout out specifically, well, especially towards Meta and Grandkeeper Mox, and then Tone as well for a lot of the help as well with the build. And to anyone, of course, else who was able to give us some help as well. We definitely needed it, that's for sure. And let's go over our quick YouTube channel members, so shout out to them as well. Liv, Hayes, Eric, and Zeke are level 1s. Red Pudding, Terrence are level 2s, and then Volt and Sully are level 3s. Thank you to all of them. Thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you guys want to see any specific type of content from me in the future. If you guys have any ideas for content you guys want to see me do, I would love to have it as well. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time.